Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you so very much for your patience with this reading. It is your August reading, mid-August reading, from the 15th to the 31st. It should hold. So, of course, though, energy is fluid, so it may permeate a little before the 15th, a little after the 31st. Let us get started, Sagittarius. I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, and I was hearing cookie cutter and gross margins. So there's something perhaps about clarifying, cutting to the chase, okay, of what it is I'm hearing we want to bake, okay, what it is we want to bake. Flying out with, ooh, if you can catch that, the Chariot. Okay, upright. This is Cancer's card. Overlaying the Wheel of Fortune upright. This may be speaking to career. I'm hearing career transformation, translocation as it pertains to the crossroads of career, home life. Okay, career and finances on the table for you. Absolutely, you have the Devil, Capricorn's card in the Major Arcana, overlaying the Father of Pentacles. Great emphasis here on finances, material assets. Okay, now I'm hearing the distribution as well of that, of our time, right? Capricorn being ruled by Saturn, which is sort of the timekeeper of the zodiac. So there's a focus on assets, on resources, on dimensions of how we exist in relation to what it is that we create as an individual and as I'm getting as a professional as well. Okay, this came through for another sign. Oh, was it? It was Taurus. Okay, it was Taurus. And I believe Taurus pulled the Devil as well. Okay, now, so you have, okay, these two very strong Earth cards, right? Overlaying this Four of Wands upright. Okay, the opening of the mind. You have the Mother of Wands upright. Beneath the Four of Wands, you have the Three of Swords upright. Beneath the Mother of Wands, and you have 3-4, sandwiching this Mother of Wands. Very interesting. You have a Mother and a Father, fire and earth. And you have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Lovely. Okay, at the base of this stack. Now, whatever you have been, like, confused about, right? Like, just whatever has sort of puzzled you emotionally, but not even, right? That which you all along, I kind of knew, right? I knew what I didn't know. I knew what I wasn't just understanding. You now, I'm getting, you've gained higher ground, okay, in relation to whatever this matter has been pertaining to career, finances. Okay, I'm hearing like you're pulling the thorn out of your side. Okay, and so it may have just been a distraction. It wasn't even that you, what I'm getting here is that you were not confused. Okay, you were not confused for the sake of being confused. You were not literally not understanding something. You were distracted. Okay, something was energetically distracting you, and it may have been of an emotional nature. Okay. So now, what I'm getting is that you, it's like this, Sagittarius. It's like you, for some reason, okay. Let's say you're running up a mountain, right? And I'm specifically thinking of Runyon Canyon, okay, in California. And as I'm saying this, I'm getting itchy. Okay, I'm getting kind of itchy and a little bit antsy. Okay, so take it as you will, but it's this sort of elevation, okay, of a dirt path and a concrete path, right, that you can run up and down on, right? And so there is this vision I'm having of you. Of you like on this hike, okay, which is a very Sagittarius thing, right? It's very adventurous type, very active type, but I'm imagining you on this hike, and you are so excited about the hike. The question is not what am I doing on the hike. There's no questioning process, but there's this on one hand determination to climb and to reach the top of whatever this mountain is. But at the same time, it's like almost as if there's something almost like you feel it's like either biting your ankle or something, or itching you, and so right, I see like climbing, and you're totally. It's almost like there's just a jolly nature to the way that you're making this progress, and I'm getting that this was in the past, okay, in the recent past. So whatever I'm explaining now, I feel has been undone, has come undone, and you recognize whatever the crux was, whatever the insistent sort of distracting energy was. So yet again, right? Okay. So it's like I'm envisioning you with it's like almost like something like just you feel this like little pinch, okay, on your arm or something. You're just climbing, and right, you turn around, and it takes time to like look at your arm and assess what that was. There's something to do with, I'm hearing, the contemplation of resources for a number of you, okay, that may have been, I'm hearing the game, okay, but also what I'm getting is that, right, again, this vision that progressively through this hike, you keep like repeatedly, it's like the same thing itching you, and you keep looking, you don't really see anything. You keep looking, and don't see anything, and then finally you understand. Oh, it's the tag on my shirt, or something like that, right? And then so you, I don't know, you snip it off, and all is well. Okay, there's no more, wondering and stopping and halting and holding your horses and undoing your socks, like what is itching the bottom of my foot, like, right, and you don't find anything. You've taken your socks off like 10 times and there's nothing there. Finally you get it, okay, you get it, that there was nothing really there all along, that was I'm hearing a matter of the process. It wasn't the hike, it wasn't the climb, it wasn't the terrain, okay, it wasn't even the environment. It was something that perhaps you were holding on to, and it was just simply, I'm hearing a what if, a question, okay, that you knew the answer to. All right, Sagittarius. Now, I'm hearing it's all breezy. It's all breezy from then on. It's all breezy from then on. You, I'm hearing you stand for what you believe. Okay, right, wherever you're standing along the trail, right, to reach the top of this mountain, all along, right? The climb is not a climb, it's a stance. And by climbing up the mountain, so to speak, or perhaps literally, right, for a number of you, you're standing for you. You're standing for your cause. You're standing for where you're going, even if you're not there yet. And the importance is laid on that process and the adherence to them getting the mission, the vision of what comes, okay, by way of understanding and aligning, forming an alliance with why you want to see it through. So there's a focus for you on the long-term vision, okay, of it, and there's great focus here for you, great focus for you. And I'm getting strongly, it has to do with creative vision, perhaps the birth of a project, creative project. Now, whatever this is, it requires of you incredible stamina and focus. And you've got it. Okay, you've got it. And finances as well. Finances as well. I'm feeling that if this is your question, if it is a matter of finances, that you have some sort of backing, that you have some sort of, I'm hearing rebound. Okay, of course, right? General reading, take it as you will. Oh, it's so bright there. So bright. Sorry about that, Sagittarius. That's a adjust the lighting. Okay. That didn't do much. Hold on. All right. Sort of got it there. Okay. What I'm getting is that even if, right, you don't, let's say, feel yet your efforts coming to full fruition, perhaps monetarily, financially, you've got almost, as I'm feeling, it's like a safety net. Okay, you've got a certain sort of backbone. You've got someone who supports you, perhaps silently. Okay, and it's almost like this, right? If you're working on a creative venture, if you're working on a project, and you need finances to come through for you in some kind of way, as you may feel it, as you may see it, to capacitate, okay, whatever the creative project is, you realize that, right, and okay, and let's say that you're seeking funding for this, right? And let's say that you have, you know, a few people that, let's say, you've reached out to, right, that you've told about the idea to, okay, and right, with the intention of opening a discussion about funding, perhaps. And let's say, okay, that some of them none have not gone back to you. Okay, let's say that or let's say one did, and right, and they said, well, we really like your idea, but right, I think that, right, you need to, the focus for you is to build out the process of whatever you're creating and substantiate it, right, a little more. They're watching you, okay, as I'm getting it for you. They're watching you do your thing. They're watching you do you. And they're almost, I'm hearing, they're there to catch your fall. Okay, take it as you will, Sagittarius, right? Yet again, of course, general reading. Always heed your personal intuition. Always. But I'm getting that you may feel, okay, in some ways, for a number of you, that you're almost riding it out alone, okay? Like a lone ranger. And you're okay with that. You're absolutely okay with that. I'm not feeling that you're dependent, okay, or that you feel dependent on financial security, okay, to come through for whatever this leg of this journey is. I'm getting you're planning, you know, a few steps ahead, and if it doesn't come through now, you understand that yes, your focus is on maintaining and building and honing in on your craft. But as independent and as solo as you may be riding, okay, there is, I'm hearing, either abundance coming, okay, and recognizing your efforts, and or one who I'm hearing is a promise of gratitude, So this, let me tune in for you, Sagittarius. There's a tremendous amount of work that goes into whatever this is. Again, this may be stakeholders, okay, stakeholders. So something coming through based on your efforts. And it's almost like what you show, okay, what you show of yourself is the focus now. And there's no time to, I'm hearing, fall into, I'm hearing this dangerous lullaby. Take it as you will, Sagittarius. I'm feeling it again. It's of an emotional nature, and it may pertain to a partnership. Okay, perhaps for a number of you, right, with the Three of Swords right next to the Seven of Cups in reverse, and then the Mother of Wands upright. But there's also, okay, and I keep hearing Libra for you, Sagittarius, so there may be a focus on the Libra archetype as well, and or, right, if you have Libra as your rising sign, ascendant sign, moon sign, or prominently placed in your chart, then you may want to check that video out as well. Nonetheless, Sagittarius, there's this cooperation, okay, the need for cooperation of forces that are so polar, okay, so very polar, that of the intellectual mind and that of the mind's eye, Okay, that which we see of and through what we don't see, and that which we, in a way, are bound to understand through and by, right? So in one way, we may feel we have to comply to certain measures. It may be legal, bureaucracy, okay? It may be, I'm hearing the strains of a financial partnership. It may be in terms of adhering to, I'm hearing groupthink. That must, I'm hearing play fair, play nice with the creative, inventive, innovative vision that we hold. Now, for a number of you, I'm getting that. Father of Pentacles, I'm getting specifically that the devil is representing you, but take it as you will. Yet again, general reading. But Sagittarius, I'm feeling that for a number of you, the Father of Pentacles may be pertaining to a character who has an idea for you to help further your growth. And it may be a creative idea. It may be very, very innovative. And it may speak to partnership, okay, and a contractual sort of framework by which these ideas and this very creative sort of abundance and resources may be used, played with, okay? So that may be coming your way, Sagittarius. But there's an impending focus on the turning of time, the turntables, and where that takes you. Okay, and it may actually be literal. It may actually be literal. You have the Daughter of Wands horizontally laid right at the apex of your reading. So there's a focus on right, I'm hearing the part that you play. Your very personal act. Your very, very personal act. Okay. I'm doing the Celtic cross here for you. Sagittarius. All right. Ooh, Father of Swords in reverse. Okay. In your theme, Libra got the same card. Okay. And Libra pulled Justice and Strength. All right. So, and Justice is Libra's card. Libra's coming through for you, Sagittarius. Strongly, strongly, as well as Leo. Okay, Leo. So there seems to be some sort of triangulation of energy between Leo, Libra, and Sagittarius, perhaps for a number of you. And or there's a focus on legality. Okay, legality and structure. As well as almost the way I'm getting it is, how do we form, okay, I'm hearing this company, how do we form, I'm hearing this legislature, how do we form the order, the rhyme and the reason to the passion and the creative vision that drives us through it, okay, through the whole process. So you're coming down to the nameplates, like that's what I'm getting. You're really thinking about the roles, the fundamental roles that every part plays. And there may be an individual who has a lot of air in their chart, Father of Swords, who is a focus here, who is perhaps under review. I'm hearing that as well. For intentions, okay. I'm hearing judiciary review. All right, so whatever that may mean to a number of you Sagittarius. Let me read them all off to you. You have the 10 of Pentacles, okay, upright in your deep past. You have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse in your recent past. You have the Star in your current state, upright. You have the Father of Wands in reverse in your energetic pathway. You have the Son of Swords upright, which is in your position of advice. You have the 5 of Wands in reverse in your environment. You have the Hierophant Taurus's card in your energetic pathway that you lead into your final outcome with. Your future is Death in reverse. You have the Daughter of Swords upright in your hopes and or fears. And I pulled 2 cards here for your final outcome, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Daughter of Pentacles upright. Now, Libra pulled the Seven of Pentacles, the Daughter of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Daughter of Pentacles as well. Okay, so you have absolutely some overlay with Libra, and the focus on the Daughter of Wands and the Daughter of Pentacles, two daughters in your spread, two fathers, Father of Swords, Father of Wands. Okay, three daughters actually, Daughter of Swords as well. All right, let me grab a sip, Sagittarius. There is such eagerness with which you step into, I'm hearing it's like this leg of the journey, okay? Whatever this next stage is, you're like, bring it at me, because I'm ready to be me. I'm ready to see it all come through, see myself through. And I'm getting, you're like your greatest cheerleader, right? That's really working for you. That is I'm hearing your sounding board, your soundboard. So it's an internal battle as well. I'm hearing it's perhaps of these polar forces. Okay, I'm hearing the intellectual, rational mind and that which is intuitive, right? Very different sort of viewpoints and strategies, okay, thought forms that ultimately are all relevant, okay, in the greater process. Now, there's a focus on finances and career, absolutely. How do I make this measurable progress? Not just that which speaks to my creativity, but also that which consecrates, gives a grounded sort of, almost like a marker, okay, of my progress. To which point I not only feel that I'm hearing generating my income, but that I'm secure by it in some kind of way. That there is a sense of foundation, okay, to it. And it's a period of absolute dreaming. There's you feel, Sagittarius, that the ceiling has no ceiling to it, right? Like there's I'm hearing an open door. There's just an open door. And it's required of you to step through it with almost like a modest, creative approach. Okay, I feel that you have these grand visions, grand visions, but it's almost as if you recognized, if I want to make it through that door, right, like this portal, I've got to make it aerodynamic. The way I fly into it has to, in a way, be compartmentalized. Has to be organized, has to be structured, strong, firm in a way, where I know where I'm going, where I have a sort of linear, clear direction, where I'm putting all my efforts and all my resources into. To which point I'm not externalizing myself, my energy, my resources, my efforts, my creativity, my creative assets. I am embodying them. So it's not just what I create moving through the motions, moving through the door. It's me representing what I create, moving through the door, moving through my own motions, embodying my motions and my actions. And this requires of you to grow. I'm hearing to scale, built to scale, starting from, I'm hearing the ground up. And there's a question of, how do I set these placeholders, these markers? How do I, it's like this, you're thinking, Sagittarius, how do I strategize, okay, the financial scheme, the creative process in such a way where at each stage growth is obvious, where the growth that I'm making, the progress that I'm making is measurable and apparent to me very clearly. So you want you want this almost like a sustainability. I'm hearing sustainability fund. There's a focus on the sustainability of resources, the sustainability of creative assets, and you're taking a very, very cognizant, very mature sort of approach to the handling of your vision and of your financial, material, tangible time, resources, right, efforts. So it's interesting because there's a realism and yet also a creativity to this. And I feel that you're taking your time with really seeking out the options, really seeking out the creative directions that you want to take. And it's a very personal process, very personal. It's right, you exploring, coming to terms with which one just does it right for you, right? Which wand you want to wield, and what thoughts, ways of perceiving, strategizing our time, our resources, our efforts, our creative process, right? I'm getting a great focus on strategy, time schedule. I'm hearing timestamps for a number of you. What part of it must be transformed to make the most of this dream? So there's a focus for you, okay, on the structure, on the boundaries, on wanting to take a sober approach to whatever this creativity is. It's so beautiful, Sagittarius. I hope you have a beautiful mid-August, and I hope that this reading was helpful for you. Please feel free to check out your rising, ascendant, or moon sign as well, as oftentimes those may provide you with further insights into your situation. And I'm beckoned to mention, Sagittarius, that right, clearing, cleansing may play a part in this transformation, and it, right, yet again, there's a focus on the perceptive dimension of it, the self-talk. I'm hearing the self-motivation, how you talk yourself through the process that is inherently yours, right? To create, you're creating the process as you move through the process, and so I'm hearing it's a requirement for you to be on your own best terms with yourself, okay? And I'm hearing praise and leadership. So take it as you will, right? It may be speaking to team dynamics as well, but there's a focus on maintaining and holding this burning passion, this vision for where it is that you know all of your efforts, all of you are taking you, right? And I'm hearing for you that I'm hearing the phrase, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. And I'm getting that it relates to your past. It relates to as well the emotional backdrop, okay? That, yet again, as I feel, had nothing to do really with your, with the material, physical, tangible side of whatever you're working on. I feel that these two dimensions are rather, it's like separate from one another, okay, and in a very clear way. It's not like they're enmeshed with one another. I'm getting that though you you recognize how it's not that they're related, the emotional side and that which speaks to, let's say, your finances, your career, but they at the same time, right, overlap in the way that they both originate with you, right? So you give of yourself in both of these dimensions, okay, of your experience. And what you take from each, you almost, right, you embody and you bring back to center, you bring back to the core, okay, of who you are. You translate, you digest, you synthesize these experiences, these emotions. And it's the synthesis of these emotions that indirectly, okay, charge and have inspired the drive to take this momentum where it's taking you. It's so very exciting, Sagittarius. I hope that this reading was helpful for you again. Thank you for tuning in. Have a beautiful mid-August. And yet again, I highly recommend you to check out your rising, ascendant, or moon sign as well, as oftentimes those may provide you with further insights into your situation. So if you don't know your signs, you can click the link below in the description box that I provide, and that will compute them for you. All right. So have a beautiful mid-August, Sagittarius, and I will see you soon. Bye.